So the other day when I called up my wifey called me. She always calls me in the night before sleeping to have the baby talk to me for some time. So I put on the video, and lo and behold, there my baby's face, sad, with sad eyes, and sad face and pouty lips. That's her way to show me she's sad. And the minute she saw me on video, a little bit more dramatic, and she started to cry more. She had to show me that she was sad, so she started to cry. And then I, as usual, yeah, what happened? Asked her what happened. And she started to bawl her eyes out. I think she was waiting for the cue for me to say what happened. No, girls are like that. Okay. So cry, and she put her hand on top of this thing, and while the wifey was holding the phone and overly dramatic, and okay, fine. So, and she was speaking in Thai, so I couldn't understand what my baby was saying. So then I asked the wife, yeah, so what happened? She told me that the teacher once again complained about my baby, saying that baby was quote unquote stupid. And I was like, okay. I said, so why? She's saying she didn't study anything, she doesn't want to study anything, and she's not listening. Apparently my baby is a rebel like me. Okay. So was not learning, studying, and so the teacher got angry, shouted, and finally gave her a twink. And so she was sad there. And the teacher told the mother, please teach her all this, let her do the homework, let her study. So when my wife tried to teach her, once again it was met with failure. And once again, my kid didn't want to study, was restless. She wanted to go outside and play with her friends, which children normally like to do, play with their friends. And she wanted to do everything else other than study. Because let's face it, studying is boring. I know it, you know it, we all know it. Yeah, but I can't tell my daughter that. So, wife tried her level best to make her study. She let her go to play, because I've told her, when it's time to play, let them play. But when she came back, she was tired. This is what happens when you let them play. And after the shower and everything, then she was hungry. So after eating, then you're sleepy. So now when will you study? So because of this drama, my wife must have shouted at her or disciplined her or gave her a couple of spanking, which is perfectly fine. That's how a mother should be, and a mother should discipline. Okay? I am not going to interfere in that area. When a mother disciplines, I've told my wife very clearly, when you discipline, I'll not interfere. Never interfere. So if my wife is shouting at my baby can't come to me and say, Papa, and I protect her, because then she will realize, oh, if I want to, overpower the mother, I'll go to the father, and vice versa. It's not good. Wife and husband should be united. Kids should know if one is disciplining, the other will not say anything. Okay. So now, after my wifey finished all this, so she asked me, so what to do? I just told her, do your best, whatever you can, because end of the day, we can't have a not take interest. She has to know the fundamentals. But now here's the question that I want to put forward. Just think about what I'm saying and don't take me out of context. Does education guarantee anything for the future? And the answer is, it does not guarantee anything. Does education, learning, prove to be of any use? Yes and no. Yes, you learn something. No, maybe in other areas of your life where real skills are involved. Okay. There are many areas where education does help. Okay, depending if you put into practical use. Like, for example, if you study English and everyone's communicating in English, it helps. If you know the fundamentals of business, or you know a few theories about management, maybe you can apply it. But then there are some other areas where it's specialized, like science, chemistry, medicine, biology. Okay, so it's good to have overall knowledge. Okay, but I'll tell you where the problem is. The underlying fundamental problem is not that this is a industrial setup, which it is, one person teaching many so that they can roll them out and give them papers certifying, oh, you're educated. But beyond that, the problem is these small little kids who graduate from college. You ask them simple, basic, fundamental things. Simple, basic, fundamental things. And they wouldn't know how to answer it. I'll give you specific examples. Ask an Indian boy to talk to an Indian girl. He will be flustered. Ask any Indian boy or girl. Okay, you'll face an interview. Either they will overdo it, or they'll be absolutely nervous, or they'll not know how to face an interview. Ask any boy or girl. Simple, practical work that will help them in their lives. Simple, practical, whatever it is. Unless they have actual experience, they will not, because none of the theories help. You know what the actual problem is? The actual problem is you have a system of education that is designed to prepare you for the next 30 years, okay, or 50 years in the future. What you study, say a child goes to school, in 20 years he or she will finish schooling, and then he has 20 till, say 50 years to live. Out of the 50, that is age of 70, maybe until the age of 60, so 30 or 40 years. So you're preparing today's youngsters for the next future of 50 years, out of which 30 years you have to survive. Do you seriously think our education system is going to prepare you for that future? A future which you have not seen, I have not seen, and none of us know what is going to happen. In fact, there's no education system in the world that has predicted any of the discoveries or inventions or lifestyle changes that we are seeing. Like you and I, what we are going through right now, iPad, internet, smartphones, AI, social media. Where have they discussed all this in education? In fact, does anyone in the educational realm, the teachers and professors themselves, know how to handle these technologies? So if they themselves don't know how to handle it, the curriculum itself doesn't prepare you for it, then what is the point of giving education so much of importance? Now, I'm not saying get rid of education. No. I'm not saying don't study. I'm not saying drop out. No. You have to discipline and complete it. Because remember, if you say no to the system that there is, then what other system are you going to take? And who's going to accept that system? There are many people who say homeschooling. Fine. Which multinational company recognizes homeschooling as a certification? Come on, man. Yeah, you can say, oh, some of my friends or this thing watched YouTube podcasts, there's more knowledge there. Or many people give my own example. See, Loy, you're forgetting you. You do not have any high school diploma or degree. How come you're mentoring other people? Yeah, because I gave roughly 25 years, 25 years to reach where I am today. And because of the lack of education, I suffered for the first 10. So if you are ready to suffer after college 10 years, say from the age of 20 till 30, you're ready to suffer, do dishwashing, security guard, being a bellboy, a waiter, cleaner, even sweeper on the road. If you're willing to do all that and learn the hard way, fine. I totally agree with you. If you're not willing to do all this and you want a comfortable life and good salary, then please stop it. So I paid a price for it. I paid a premium and I stuck to my guns and I was obsessed. I didn't have a balanced life. I was completely, focused on my goal. Yes, there were distractions, girls. Yes, there were plenty of mistakes. Yes, there were a lot of things I shouldn't have done. A lot of money got wasted. But that's a part of learning through life. So what you see me today is not because it was easy and I paid the price for it. So if you're willing to pay the price for it, then drop out of college or dump education. And FYI, by not educating myself, I'm talking of a school, college degree. I educated myself by reading, studying, learning every single day. And I still do it even today. So we are talking of the academic education. This is the chief problem. They are preparing you for 50 years ahead without having the curriculum that knows what is going to happen, not having the teachers that can equip you. In fact, the teachers themselves, they'll not get any other job other than teaching. And here's a bigger question. What salaries do teachers get that they are even qualified to lecture you on life? Now, please don't go and disrespect a teacher because they are doing an honest day's work. You do not have any right to discredit or disrespect a teacher. Please. Otherwise, you will have these youngsters in USA who are calling teachers names and fighting with them. It's a shame. Remember, standing on the shoulders of your parents, getting free food, free accommodation, free shelter, free clothes, free internet, free schooling fees and everything free. You can talk high and mighty. Go out into the real world and show you're a man. Then fine, you can, after you've proved yourself, you can make fun of others. Without having done it yourself, don't do it. And why I'm saying this is because many youngsters, they happen to watch my videos. I don't want you to use this against honest, hardworking teachers. I still respect my teachers, except the ones who are evil and abusive. So yeah, you have a system of education that is equipping you with a certificate and is telling you you'll face the next 50 years of your life, which is anyway useless. The teachers have no idea. The system has no idea. And the biggest question is, by memorizing all this information, what will you do? It's really, I'll tell you, really for lack of a better word, scary situation. So the only solution I see is what I've told my wife. Let her go, let her continue the school, and let her do the best in school. We will not communicate with her and tell her, don't study. Neither are we going to tell her, get whatever you can. No. Get the best. Show you're the best. Excel at something. I don't want you to be average at everything. Put your best, because the discipline that you show in one area, you'll show in other areas. That is one. The second is, while studying, the other side, the other skills, whether it's public speaking, whether it's sports, whether it is research, discovery, whether it is learning how to market and sell yourself, social media, whatever. Okay? We'll educate and expose her to all this in a controlled fashion. But make her focus on the skills for real life. How to talk to a guy, how to talk to a girl, how to talk to elder people, how to influence others, how to be competitive, how to present yourself in a manner where you look smart. Public speaking is a very good skill. Learning how to sell is a powerful skill. Managing business is a good skill. So real life skills. And even if self-defense, not just breaking wood and all that, actual real life skills if you're cornered, what to do. And the purpose and the reason for doing all this is so that tomorrow, by the time my daughter finishes graduating, she'll be at least far more prepared to survive in the real world, rather than just be someone with a graduation black cap and holding a piece of paper and smiling to upload it on social media, and then sitting at home and wondering, now what do I do? Go and apply and get rejected everywhere. Nobody wants to give you a job. And then finally you begin to question, what the fuck is this? Because you do not know how to market yourself, sell yourself, don't know how to get employed, and then office politics, or don't know how to take emotional pressure or peer pressure. So these are the skills. And yes, basic values which will not hurt and harm her, like smoking, drinking, drugs, even social media, which is an addiction. There's one girl here who is a daughter of a lady who I approach her for, you would say, certain products and services. I don't want to specify who. Her daughter, whenever I see her daughter is 14, 15, every single time I've gone to meet her to purchase, her daughter is sitting on a chair, like huddled with a smartphone up to her face. And whether you buy, let's say, a gift or something, the mother has to literally tell her, listen, he bought this. She will look. If she likes something like chocolates or something, she will come, grab it, go back to the chair, munch and continue. It's literally like this, huh? Anyway, that's her life. She is going to pay the price for it later. So yeah, how to battle all this? In the end, see, I'm not looking at my daughter to become a rank holder or the most successful ABC, or I just want my daughter to be self-sufficient. You can manage yourself, you can handle yourself, you can take care of yourself. As long as you can do that, I'm happy. I don't need anything else. I want it to be like, if I were to die, you can still take care of yourself and you can do it well. If she can achieve that, we have done our job. That's all I'm looking for. And yes, to answer some of your questions, some of you say, what if she wants to be a doctor? What if she wants to study world-class thing? Let her prove it through merit. Let her get the highest marks in the class, highest. If she shows this kind of excellence, why not? But if she's average, just pass marks or basic marks, I want to be a doctor, engineer, and this and the bus. Who are you bullshitting here? Show excellence, fine. So if you are the creme de la creme, the top rank holder, we can talk about it. There is just a pass mark or 50% and even 70 not acceptable. Has to be right at the top. If I'm going to put my blood, sweat and tears and my insurance blanket of retirement for you, I'm going to put it on the line. Get there. Others forget it. Like Shaq O'Neal, the basketball, he told his children, you want to get part of my wealth? Show me intellectual nepotism. That is, get 3-4 degrees. If you can get 3-4 degrees, fine, I'll consider. If you just got 1 degree or basic marks, no, sorry. go work. Because end of the day, otherwise I'll take my wealth and I'll spend it and I'll enjoy. Good, no? Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. Okay, guys, take care. So.